Your washing machine heats water, not the trickle of warm your tap sends over. Real heat. There's an electric element bolted inside most front loaders sold in the last 15 years, and it can push water past 150 degrees. You paid for it. It rode home in the box. The day it got plugged in, the firmware told it to stay quiet. Here's what you're walking away with today. How to wake the heater already living inside your machine, the exact temperature where E. coli stops surviving in your laundry, and how to actually hit it. And one thing about your new eco-friendly dryer that didn't come up in the store, because if it had, the sale might have gone differently. E. coli dies at 140 degrees Fahrenheit. Salmonella, same number. Dust mites, the thing most people's allergies are actually fighting every single night in their own pillowcase. 140 degrees, dead in 30 minutes. Bedbug adults go at 118. Their eggs need 122, held steady for 90 full minutes. Your laundry is either hitting those numbers or it's moving everything around in warm water and putting it back on your skin the next morning. The gym shirt you washed twice and it still smells wrong. The towel that seems fine until it gets damp. That's the temperature gap, running invisible through every single cycle. Most machines are nowhere near that line, not because they can't get there, because they were set not to. Picture a European appliance store. The washer on the floor has a 90-degree cycle right on the dial. That's nearly boiling. Same brand, same model, same factory. Now picture what arrived in your garage. Same drum, same element, same bolted-in hardware. What changed when it crossed the border was one number inside the firmware. Two reasons for that ceiling, and I'll be honest, neither one is dramatic. Energy ratings. When a washer gets tested for its efficiency label, the test uses the default cycle, the one the machine lands on when you hit start without thinking. A hot wash burns power to heat water. So manufacturers ship defaults cool, score a better rating, and put a friendlier number on the sticker. The heat is still in the machine. It got moved off the front door and parked behind a menu nobody opens. The second reason is older than the energy label. For decades, North American homes fed washers hot water straight from the tap. Open a valve, hot water in, done. Running the onboard heater on top of that felt redundant, so the firmware learned to lean on the tap supply and barely touch the element unless something specifically demanded it. Most people never demanded anything. The cycle ran, the clothes came out warm and damp, and nobody connected the faintly sour towel smell 6 washes later to water that never got hot enough to matter. The heat's in there. It just never opens the door on its own. There's a button on your panel you've probably walked past 100 times. Sanitize. Some brands spell it out. Some call it Allergene. Maytag and Whirlpool just stamp Sanitize on it. That cycle is legally certified to reach kill temperature. To earn that label, the machine has to fire the internal heater and hold the water between 150 and 165 degrees Fahrenheit. Every other cycle is allowed to drift below that bar. That one isn't. One press, and you've told the firmware to stop sandbagging. Sanitize alone runs long and conservative. Stack it. On most machines, you can layer settings on top of a base cycle, pick heavy duty, then add steam or extra hot. Now you've got a real load running at a temperature that dissolves body oil and kills what cold water was just carrying from one shirt to the next. Your machine doing what it was actually built to do. Two things to check first. Front loaders almost always have the heating element built in. Top loaders, the classic kind with the agitator standing up in the middle, mostly pulled hot water from your taps and skipped the onboard heater entirely. Check your manual for a wattage rating tied to the wash cycle. Anything near 1,000 watts tells you a heater is sitting in there waiting. One move that skips the machine completely. Your water heater. The factory setting is almost certainly 120 degrees. For one heavy load, bump it to 140, run the wash, then turn it straight back down. Water at 140 scalds skin fast. This is a run and reset move, not a new thermostat setting. But for that load, your water arrives at kill temperature before the element even has to try. That's the washer. You know how to hit the number now. The dryer is a different story, and nobody led with this. Heat pump models are the push right now. Energy Star, certified, lower utility bills, genuinely better efficiency. Everything on the box is true. They max out at 122 degrees Fahrenheit. E. coli survives that. Dust mites survive that. Bedbug eggs need 122 for 90 full uninterrupted minutes to die. And a heat pump dryer doesn't hold peak temperature through a complete cycle the way a resistance coil does. It ramps up, backs off, ramps again. The eggs wait it out. The cycle ends, you pull out warm clothes, and nothing died. This isn't a design defect. A heat pump physically cannot generate the thermal blast a resistance element produces. That's the physics that makes it efficient. The efficiency gain is real. The temperature ceiling is real. Both things are true. Only one of them ends up in large print on the brochure. Even a conventional dryer running default settings misses the mark. Permanent press, auto dry, sensor stop. Those cycles run between 125 and 135 degrees. Still under the E. coli line. The moisture sensor kills the drum the moment your clothes test dry, which happens before the fabric core has held temperature long enough to sanitize anything. The machine reads, "Done." The bacteria disagree. Fix for a conventional dryer. Skip the sensor for the things that matter. Sheets, towels, gym clothes. Timed high heat, 45 minutes. Not sensor, not auto, timed. That's what gets the interior of the fabric to temperature and keeps it there long enough to finish the job. If you have a heat pump dryer, the math changes. The dryer can't sanitize, full stop. Your washer has to. Run the sanitize cycle or the stacked steam approach, and let the dryer handle drying only. Stop expecting it to clean up what the wash never started. One more, because it came up when I was pulling this together, and it's genuinely strange. Most modern front loaders have a technician service mode buried in the panel, a specific button sequence, usually 2 buttons held together for a few seconds, that drops the machine into diagnostic mode. The sequence varies by brand, and your manual lists it. It won't unlock a hidden European wash cycle. On most North American machines, it doesn't do that. What it does is let you trigger the heating element in isolation. Door glass warms up in 3 or 4 minutes if the element is working. Cold glass after 5 minutes means your sanitize cycle has been completing without actually heating. A faulty element or a dead sensor telling the machine it's done when it isn't. That's a part replacement under $40, not a new washer. The laundry room got optimized for a label and a sales floor, not for what it was supposed to do. The washer sat below kill temperature because cool defaults win energy tests. The dryer, especially the new efficient one, topped out below the line that actually matters. Everything that needed heat to die just rode through warm and survived. 3 moves. Sanitize on your front loader, steam or extra hot, stacked on a regular cycle, timed high heat on the dryer. Not sensor. 45 minutes for anything that matters. The machine you already own can do this. It just never told you. Share this with one person still rewashing the same sour towels, and I'll see you in the next one.